Okay, friends, today our topic is foreign investment in defense sector FDI. You have just 15 minutes for this topic. Start the group discussion.
Gentlemen,
When it
to
came,
set the tone of our discussion, I would like to start by outlining my thoughts on the topic foreign investment in India in defense sector. As we have seen in recent years, the government has allowed foreign sectors to invest in defense sector in India for the exchange of knowledge and some other purpose to boost our economy. What's your point, gentlemen?
gentlemen, foreign direct investment is very important to in India because in one front there is China and in one front there is Pakistan. We can have a dual-sided war anytime. So to counter that, foreign direct investment is very important. If we see the recent news, the our Air Chief Marshal also elaborated the issue that the airplanes are limited. To solve that this as a problem, it is very needed to have a foreign investment. What are your views on that?
FDI or foreign direct investment takes an important role in the economic growth of our country. It also help our defense sector to be self reliable, and it also is by attracting capital from the foreign countries. What's your point, gentlemen?
FDI helps to boost FDI helps to boost local production, reduce dependency on imports, and import defense products. It also helps job creation, national security, and support the Make in India initiative. And currently, India has allowed 74% FDI in defense sector through automatically route, which means no special government approval is needed. For investment above 74% FDI, government approval is required. If it brings access modern technology. What a point of views, or guys?
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I think that FDI have three types. One, any company which is from the foreign, then it will be entering any nation. Then it will contribute completely in three types. Mainly, first 100%. Second, it will contribute with the government with the 50%, and it is percentage wise. Second is the private sector, and then it is very important to increase the weapons and their quality, and they also help in many of the conflict. What is your opinion?
I think we have discussed enough about what is FDI and what are its roles and implication. Now I think we should move on to how can we introduce more FDI and what are the things which are affecting the FDI. I would like to I would like to tell one thing that FDI is reduced because of the scenario in the world. Because if we see current scenario, India does not have good amount of engineers who are doing aerospace engineering. We need that type of engineers so that we can have produce defense equipment. India is currently producing more engineers or computer engineers, software engineers. If we have some of the aerospace engineers and military engineers, we will have a good amount of these FDI.
Gentlemen, I got your point. Now, I would like to give my opinion that why foreign investment is necessary. So, in recent years, as we have seen that our economy is getting downgraded, we have to import most of the defense equipment from the other countries, and the Made in India initiative is not going well. So, India government has given some leeway to foreign investors to set up their armed companies in the India and boost our defense sector of India. What's your point, gentlemen?
These FDI also has a negative impact on our nation also, as there is a very much security risk of the technology, and there is also the control of technology in foreign hands, which leads to the reduction of the FDIs in our country. What's
Gentlemen,
your
I'm
opinion,
agree
gentlemen?
with the Ansuman, but I want to define some point that he give. I think that many of time we see that if any foreign country will enter, if it has the 100% access, then we do not know that, and government cannot know how many weapons that they are created and where they are selling. I think that they have to also make some agreement and the contract in which they also count their weapons, their counting, what they are doing and what the experiment, and which type of weapon they have done, because it will also make a good relationship between the company and the government, and it also increase our market. What is your opinion?
I would also like to elaborate this issue. Like one of the previous speakers has mentioned that FDA can impact our security issue. Yes, at some point it can impact, but in the early stage it can be helpful. Nowadays, if you see HAL is lacking behind because they know that they don't have any competition. If the HAL have competition with some of the other agencies, then they will have a good impact. And when it comes to technology, if we have FDI, we will have good amount of technology sharing. It's been so many years and we don't have the we don't have the knowledge of how can we build the how can we build the engines of aircraft. So to have FDI we can have this knowledge, like Ratan Tata has also mentioned earlier. Like if we have FDI we can share some knowledge. After that we can restrict this FDI.
Gentlemen,
The
like
government should
everything,
projects like Digital India and Make in India, we can boost up the advancement in Indian defense, and also there also are conflicts in advancement of defense, but uh, but we can also conclude that
gentlemen, I believe like everything has pros and cons. This topic also suggests that uh, we should India should promote the Indian companies in compared to foreign companies. The Indian government should make collaboration of Indian companies to the foreign companies, so that our people got more opportunity to more opportunity to see how the foreign companies making their own making how they are working in their warfare sector, so that we can also make our warfare sector increased. I believe this thing. What's your opinion, gentlemen?
Gentlemen, as we have discussed enough that what we should do to invest or we can introduce FDI. So now we should discuss that why or what the benefits these FDIs are giving to India if they invest in India. So they include the benefits include increasing the employment, boosting the infrastructure, and introduction of new technology and sharing of knowledge. And it also boosts economy. And the best thing of all is that we share knowledge, and that's why it is helping very much to India in defense sector. What's your point, gentlemen?
Gentlemen, as you know that AK-203 is an advanced weapon of AK-47, and it is a collaboration of two nations, including India and the Russia. And this is making started in Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. And as you know that Boeing and the HAL Tata, these two companies comes together, and they are also sharing their science and technology regarding their weapons and new. And it is also helpful in our agriculture and AI. I think that this new technology will help us to contribute. And as we know that our latest technology is used in defense. After that, it will be distribute all other stations. What is your?
I also want to add one more point. If India wants to name to boost up their defense or to improve their defense systems, we have already producing a very high talented workers and engineers, but due to some circumstances, or we can say the packages are not too much high uh, giving by our country, so that they are shifting in foreign, and that's why the totally benefits will be covered by the foreigners. That is also a main point. If our country will give a good package to our scientists and also in medical sector, so we can also produce good engineers, and that will directly impact in our defense system also.
And there is also one more benefit, like in defense sector, there are very limited nations. Like there is Russia, China, and USA, and sometimes Germany and France are also selling their products. But if this system is generated good in India, I think in near about future we can also send our missile system and our aircrafts and our weapons to all other countries. Like currently we are sending Pinaka missiles and BrahMos missile to our neighbors. But if the system will work more, we can sell more missiles and also can improve our GDP and also have good amount of foreign exchange.
ओके गुड, वेरी
Yes,
गुड। काफी अच्छा प्रयास किया सभी साथियों ने बोलने का। चेतन, आपको थोड़ा सा ट्राई करना चाहिए था बेटे बोलने का। एंड अंशुमन,
जी सर।
मैं समझ सकता हूँ आप पे पास टाइम नहीं होगा टॉपिक तैयार करने का। टॉपिक भी थोड़ा सा अलग था, थोड़ा सा इजी टॉपिक करते हैं, ठीक है, विदाउट प्रिपरेशन डिस्कस करते हैं। बात करते हैं हम लोग चाइल्ड लेबर की। बड़ा सिंपल सा कॉमन सा टॉपिक है, चाइल्ड लेबर। सो ये चाइल्ड लेबर क्या है, इसके कारण क्या है, इसका प्रभाव क्या है, इसका क्या कंक्लूजन, क्या सोल्यूशन इसका होना चाहिए, इस पे हम बात करेंगे। टॉपिक इज चाइल्ड लेबर। ऑन द स्पॉट में आपको टॉपिक दे रहा हूँ, विदाउट प्रिपरेशन, स्टार्ट।
Gentlemen, when it came
Gentlemen,
to
to
child
set
labor,
the
the
tone of the
basic introduction
discussion,
of child
I would
labor
like
is
to start by outlining my thoughts on the topic or the subject at hand, which is child labor. In my opinion, we should carry out this discussion in four parts, which is first of all, introduce the topic what is child labor, then the causes that what is causing child labor, and third, what we can do to eradicate child labor, and at last, conclusion. So, first of all, in my opinion, when children are forced to do the labor work instead of studying or giving taking education, then this thing is called child labor. In your opinion, what is your opinion, gentlemen?
yes, I agree with Sumit that Sumit has mentioned a correct information of what is child labor. And when we see the things in India, the child labor is very much prevalent in India. If we see our neighbor, there is in every neighbor, in every society, there are many children who are under the age of 14 and are working in a rickshawala and are working as a helper in a shop and are working as a helper in a home. So I think that it's important to reduce this child labor and help to grow the country.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm agree with the previous speaker. As you know that the age less than 14 years, they are working in their shops and many of things, but they are working here and the people are paying very less and they are also getting a work higher and it is also impacted on many of the disease like some as you know that like to packing the crackers, they have to use uh, some explosive materials and they have fulfilled by their fingers and it is impact on their skin. I think that we have also uh, tried to reduce this by the some law. What is your opinion?
Gentlemen, according to me, child labor is a crime because children are not 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 to do any work regarding मतलब जो क्या कहते हैं कुछ ऐसा काम कर सकते हैं कि जो उनके क्षमता में नहीं हो, बल्कि उनको वो काम करना चाहिए इन विच सो दैट दे कैन इम्प्रूव द और इंडियन इंडियन मतलब इंडियन इकोनॉमी के अंदर वो कुछ अपना काम कर सके ताकि उनकी वजह से देश की इकोनॉमी या फिर देश को फायदा पहुंच सके इन रेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ द चाइल्ड लेबर। मैं तो ये समझता हूँ।
Physical disability can also
Gentlemen,
lead to child labor, as children who have physical disabilities are not recognized as a normal person, due to which they are treated as uh, yeah, very much downgraded people, due to which they are forced to do a child labor. What's your point, gentlemen?
I think we have
gentlemen, as
discussed
you have
in
discussed the introduction, we should carry forward the discussion and discuss that what are the reasons what which are causing child labor. So, in my opinion, first of all, the major thing which is causing child labor is poverty. In India, families struggle to survive, and in order to survive, they send their children to labor work. And the second thing is lack of education. Due to educational lack, there is children who are sent to labor also. Unemployment and large family size can also be major reasons for the child labor. What's your opinion, gentlemen?
Yes, I agree with
Yes, sir,
the
I agree
previous
with
one
you.
speaker.
And when it came to child
That
labor,
is
there is one more reason,
very
like
bad
a
point.
family.
That the causes of child labor. Uh, Actually, child are very cheap source of labor compared to adults. Therefore, to cut the labor cost, children are being hired as a workers. So we can also say that poverty is the main key role, plays a very key role as a cause of child labor.
Yes, beside poverty, there is a family tendency. Like if in one family there one person is poor, then his son will poor, and the third person is poor. And in starting, the people realize that there is no need of getting education. Their father and mother say that why should we give education, that we can live a life this way. I think that it's better to have a good sense of knowledge. I think that there is no one जो उनको समझा सके that education is too much important, because one person who is able to do a graduation can simply get a good job in life. I think that it's really needed to show them and to give them a knowledge that why the education is too much important.
Gentlemen, as we have discussed the causes of child labor, we should move forward and discuss the things we can do to eradicate child labor. So, in my opinion, to eradicate child labor, we should approach them and include strict enforcement of laws and improve their economic condition and aware them about their right of education and their right of other things also. So this thing can improve their condition, and government should take major steps to remove the poverty and uplift these people to eradicate child labor. What's your opinion, gentlemen?
Child labor can
Gentlemen,
also
I
be
think that in the
eradicated.
child labor, there are some children there whose parents are not educated and they are economically very low. They think that if they have a large number of the childs, then they will be work for him, and then they will also contribute in the economy and health. But as you know that this is increasing the poverty only. But I think that to reduce that, we have to give an education and proper job and employment. What is your thing?
According to me, social awareness in society social awareness in society. We need to tell them that education is primary. This can lead to removal of the child labor at very fast rate in our country. What's your opinion, gentlemen?
I think
According
increasing
to
population is also one of the reason of child labor. So I believe government should work on this topic also. This is my opinion. What's your?
I think incentives should
according
also
to my
be included.
perspective,
Like in case
the
of a woman
economic condition of
feticide, the
the family
incentive is
also plays
included.
a very crucial role.
Incentive
It
is
I
included if
think
one person able to reduce the
we
woman's
should aware
feticide,
parents
and in this
that
case,
child
incentive
labor
can
is
be
a
included
crime.
if
So
one
we
person is
should
able to stop the child
aware the
labor.
parents and also provide education and awareness programs to the parents and the in the society that the child labor is crime. And government also put strict steps uh, uh, strict step for child labor. So what opinion, guys?
According to my perspective, the economic condition of any family also plays a very crucial role. As we can see in India, the schooling of any student will be very costly in high schools or very good schools. So that government should implement any rule about the condition of the schools, that the schooling of any children will be free or any type of scholarship, so that the below poverty line people can also afford a very high schooling, or very good high schooling of their children, and that can also play a very crucial role that can reduce the percentage of child labor.
Gentlemen, according to my opinion, to give the education and aware the
Gentlemen, as
peoples
we have
is not
discussed
enough
enough on
to
this
stop
topic,
it. I
that
think
what
that
we can do to eradicate
I
child
think
labor,
that we have to
we should
also
move
make some
forward toward the
rules,
conclusion,
and we have to
gentlemen.
stick our law for to third person who are giving the job to that type of children, and they are using as a labor. If we have a very strict rule against this type of person, then we are able to stop it, because they will not get the job, and then the child labor is decreased very rapidly. What is your opinion?
As one of the
I
previous
agree
speaker
with you,
mentioned that
gentlemen,
there is a
that
very
now we
needed
should
that
move forward toward the
in schools
conclusion
and
and
colleges
conclude
there
the
should be
topic, gentlemen. So
reducing the
according
fees,
to
because
me,
if the
we
colleges
should do
there
the
should be
basic
reducing
thing
the
is
fees, and in that case
awairing
we will
the
able to
youth,
have a good
awairing
education
the children
system.
that they have
And
right to
because if the
education
fees
till
will
the 8th
reduce in the
standard.
future,
They can live
each
a
and
better
every
life
child will able
while
to have
getting
a good
education. They
education,
have the
and it is very
things
important to have a good
government is
GDP of the
providing
country.
them to live a better life, and there are things we can do also, like aware them about their rights, and we should provide them the faculties also to improve their conditions. And this thing we can, I can say that, completely eradicate child labor with the help of government and societal support. What's your opinion, gentlemen, in conclusion of this topic?
Gentlemen, in the conclusion, I want to add one more point. As you know that government also provide free education to the 8th class standard and lower than, and they also provided the education at very low cost in the government college and the government school, and they also provided the coaching offline and online both. And I think that this is a good initiative by the government to reduce the child labor because it is help to know the rights. What is your opinion?
So moving to the conclusion part, as we all well very know that childhood is the most important phase for the development of physical as well as the development of any children. The problem of child labor is stealing childhood of any children for many children. It is not the solution for making the laws, but the implementation of the laws will also play a very crucial role so that government will strictly implement the rules, and if anyone will be fined to do as the same so that strict actions will be taken.
In conclusion, I will say that the government has taken many steps to reduce the child labor, but there is a lack of social awareness about it. There are many NGOs like Bal Raksha Bharat, which is trying to remove the child labor in India, and government has also taken many steps on it. But society and family issues also lead to child labor, which need to be aware, which we need to aware the people to remove child labor.
I would like to extend this issue, like Anshuman has mentioned that society has not able to eradicate this. Like if we see in the market, there are lots of
Last
children
one minute, gentlemen.
who are selling some products in the market, and still no forces, no police, and no NGO is working towards them. I think that it's the duty of the NGO, it's the duty of the society, it's the duty of the police forces to the like what we can see from our naked eyes, we can help to reduce this.
Okay.
I agree with you, gentlemen.
Okay. Thank you so
जेंटलमैन
much.
आई बिलीव कि ये गवर्नमेंट ही नहीं है, उससे अपना गवर्नमेंट को अपने स्टेप्स नहीं लेने हैं. वी आर ऑल्सो टू टेक द स्टेप रिगार्डिंग दिस टॉपिक. अगर कहीं पे भी हमें ऐसा कोई क्राइम दिखता है तो वी शुड मेक हिम अवेयर दैट दिस इज अ क्राइम.
Stop.
एंड
Stop. चेतना आप बहुत लेट बोले बेटे. 9:30 हो गया. 9:30 पे टाइम ओवर है. तो लास्ट में बोले आप. चलो क्या बोलना चाह रहे हो बताओ. कंक्लूड करो आप.
मैं यही कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि सर जहाँ पे भी अगर चाइल्ड लेबर
ट्राई
जैसा
टू
कोई क्राइम दिखता है तो वी
ट्राई
शुड
टू
मेक देम अवेयर कि यार ये
ट्राई टू
क्राइम है.
स्पीक इन इंग्लिश.
और
चेतन
बच्चों को अगर चाइल्ड लेबर की बजाय.
चेतन ट्राई टू स्पीक इन
यस
इंग्लिश.
सर.
यहाँ इंग्लिश प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए तो आए हम सब लोग. ट्राई टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. कंटिन्यू.
I want to say कि we are the only who make them aware. If we are looking any child labor crime, then we should make them aware that this is a crime. And in respect of this, we should make them कि they should go in the school or this crime.
ओके ठीक है. ट्राई करो चेतन. बीच में आया करो. पार्टिसिपेट आज आपने बिल्कुल कम किया. बहुत पेशेंस से आप आधा घंटा सुनते रहे सबको. ये भी एक क्वालिटी ही कहूंगा. ये आधा घंटा बिना बोले सुनना सबके बस की बात नहीं है. बट आपको बोलना है यहाँ पे. ठीक है बेटे. चलिए ये आपको वीडियो, आपने कल की वीडियो देखी आप सब लोगों ने अपनी, जो जो लोग कल आए वीडियो देखी. अच्छा चलो, क्या क्या मिस्टेक लगी आपको अंशुमन, आपको क्या लगी? चलो एक एक से पूछते हैं। मैं इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग रोक रहा हूँ एक बार।